What's happening, guys? I'm Aidan from DK Tune. Today's video is on this GS300. So, a very custom exhaust to be made on this one, guys. So obviously you can see that the exhaust has already been taken off so that we could assess what the actual exhaust was like. So obviously this is what the exhaust was like with the two big boxes, the middle box and stuff. So when the customer first came in, we were going to put a full custom cat back, but then they came in and said that wasn't exactly what they wanted. But they did want a custom cat back, but it had to be pretty much just as quiet as the standard system as well. So what Ryan has done, I'll give you a walkthrough of what Ryan's done so far, and then we're waiting for these two big back boxes, which are going to be very similar to the standard ones to go back on the car. So obviously this is a little bit different to what we normally do, but I'm going to show you the custom work that we're doing underneath the car as well. Guys, so we're underneath the car, and to the first point is that we have replaced the flanges. We're going to actually ask Ryan now just to explain exactly what he's been doing already.
Right, so customers come in and we thought it was going to be a catback from the primary cats, but when they turned up it was actually a catback from the secondary cats. They wanted to keep the exhaust system as original as possible, so that meant if we remove these cats we're automatically adding sound to the system. He also expressed his concern that the main flanges here were blowing and requested that we replace those. We had to replace them on the car because we didn't want to drop the cats out, because that would have included extra labour. So we've cut, welded and sealed up the new flanges. They're moving back where the original section comes into one, from the two into its original Y piece. I've chopped here, I've removed the original resonator. I've used a bend into a flange into one of our resonators, so now this exhaust system can unbolt and bolt back on from this point backwards. Then this is an unusual sized tube that we usually work with, so we didn't have any Y pieces in stock. So I've had to make two 45-degree bends, then cut them, weld them together to make a custom in-house Y piece. It's not finished yet, this is an unfinished section, but then we're going to bend out from here, going 90-degree into a 45 to use some of our Top Gear tuning back boxes, which are a lot larger than the ones we usually use, because the customer wants a standard system, almost a quiet system. So when they get delivered tomorrow, we'll give you an update from there, but they should fill this whole area, so it should bring the volume of the car down. It's unusual for a customer to come in and want a quiet car, but we build everything to spec.
So behind the Lexus, guys, we can see what Ryan's been doing. He's got the this is the back box that we've got from Top Gear. We've also got the other one over here. So basically what Ryan's doing at the moment, and he's going to be doing it on the other one in a minute, is that these hangers that he's been welding on, and the tip as well. So he's going to be doing that to the next one, and then we're going to be working through the pipe from the section in the middle all the way to the back, and then obviously to these things. So obviously it's going to be pretty much standard system. It's probably going to be a little bit louder than stock, but obviously it's a little bit of a special job for the customer because that's exactly what they wanted. So as you can see from the back of the GS300, the whole thing is now complete, guys. So we left you at where we were here. So now obviously you can see that Ryan has now welded it all from here. He's also done a little bit of work down the bottom end where the flanges are to connect to the cats and stuff. He's done a bit of fixing up on that to stop it blowing. So we've reworked a couple of bits down the bottom end as well. So obviously we've gone from the middle two cats into the single bit of pipe, from there into the resonator, then into the Y piece, which comes out into the two pipes that come out into these custom made boxes, which we showed you before, which has got all the baffling stuff in. Obviously this whole build was centered around keeping it as quiet as possible for the customers, and when we start up in a minute you'll see how, hopefully, how quiet it is. So obviously you can see how well made these bits are. Ryan's done a really good job on the welding. So let's start it up and see how loud it is. Sweet. So as you can hear from the start of the video, guys, it's not that much louder than the stock system, which is exactly what the customer wanted. So if you want a custom exhaust building for your car, then please do not hesitate to message us on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll see you in the next one.